Some gravedigger.
Go!
Whoa!
Mi van? Ja! A faszt! Veled egy szempillantás alatt kész leszek. Bűzös disznó! Húzz a pokolba, te fasz! Au!
You can't take me!
A sírodra fogok hugyozni!
God! Quick! Go! God! Go! Ka! Quick!
Whoa!
Ka! 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 Go! Ka! Go!
Go!
Ka!
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Gah! Quick! Gah! Gah!
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I was just visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
I've seen those. You talk like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men, and that's about it.
That sounds interesting. Thank you. Whoa!
Are you Zinnek?
Yeah, look, mate, I really need to piss. Can you let me out of here?
Crazel sent me. He's looking for some document the bailiff took from you.
And what's the password?
Hermes Trismegistos?
I'm just shaking your pizzle. You should have seen your face. They caught me at night when I was robbing a merchant, and then they make any distinction between what I stole and what I already had on me. They took everything, including that document, and locked it all away in the chest of stolen things in the rat house jail. You could get into the jail from the courtyard behind the rat house. It's right under the guardhouse. Or you could get there from behind the tavern alongside the fence. As soon as you find the stairs leading down, you'll know you're in the right place.
Well, who's got the key to it?
Well, actually I had it, but when the guards shook me down, I must have dropped it. It was in the chamber, next to the one with the chest. They've got a pretty soft bed in there, I tell you. The key probably fell under it.
Is that the only key?
No, of course not. Every guard in Troskovitz has one. Best to rob one of them who's slacking off or having a nap. Look, mate, do you actually know how to pickpocket?
Well, I'm still learning, so I could use some advice.
You're in luck. You're speaking to a master. Of course, I am in the stocks just now, but that was just rotten luck. There ain't much I can teach you like this, is there? Better go and see Crazel. Take care.
I hate humans, bastards.
Someone should kick their asses. Really clip those fuckers' wings.
Look at them human horses. They think they can do whatever they want.
The nerve of them showing their
Lord,
gold
are
faces
you
around
blind?
here.
Someone should teach them how things work in these parts.
My thoughts exactly. Like we should be living in fear for our women in our own village.
Right. Nobody's safe with that rabble around.
Nem tetszik, ahogy néznek minket.
Hiba volt idejönni. Ha mi nyugodtak leszünk, akkor ők is. Könnyű ezt mondani.
Someone should kick
Még
their
egy köpés,
asses.
nem bírom
Really
tovább.
clip those
Mondom,
fuckers' wings.
úgy
I
néznek
hate
ránk, mint a
humans.
gyilkosokra. Csodálkozol rajtunk? Együnk, és tűnjünk.
Look at them human horses.
I came to apologise for the fight that me and Lord Capon started. If we caused any damages, I'll take care of them.
You've served your penance by carrying them sacks, and I'm sure you won't forget about the stocks anytime soon either, eh? So we're square. If you want to help me out, though, I do know something you could do. A bunch of cumans came to my tavern and, well, coin is coin, but I'm not exactly thrilled about them being here. Could you go over there, serve them, and then get them to leave?
What are humans doing in Troskovitz anyway?
Beats me. I reckon Sigismund sent them.
But if that was the case, he'd order them to pillage and murder, not sit around in a tavern.
Look, all I know is that they're sitting in my yard, are hungry, and have a pile of groschen that I could really use.
All right. But I'm not sure I'll understand them.
You'll manage. One of them speaks our language. But be quick about it. They're starting to make the locals nervous. Wojtek at the next table looks like he's about to pounce on them. And no more fighting. I want this to go smoothly.
Can I spend the night here?
We're not really equipped for that here.
Just the one night's enough. All I need is to spend the night.
I'll let you sleep on the hay for a couple of groschen.
Let's agree on a price. Do we have a deal?
You really won't convince me like this. Agreed. Like I said, you can sleep on the hay, but don't go wandering about my house.
Would it be possible to sleep here sometimes?
If you're not some sort of scoundrel and you pay in advance, then aye.
What's the latest news, innkeeper?
If it's work you're looking for, you could stop by our local huntsman. He has a cottage near the Vidlak pond. His wife is always complaining that Lord von Berghoff runs him off his feet, so I reckon he wouldn't turn down a helping hand. If you ask me, though, he spends more time drinking than he does hunting. But I wouldn't want to argue with Zlata about it.
And have you heard about the Divozhenka of Semaine?
What Divozhenka?
You haven't seen one yet? A Divozhenka is a wild woman of the forest. An ugly, disfigured creature. You can find them deep in the woods or caves, where they make their ointments and gather magic herbs. Sometimes they hurt people, sometimes they help them. You shouldn't go there.
Why not?
The Samine lot did that. They were worried she might put young Lord Samine under a spell, especially now, because of the wedding. So they took care of her. And that's about it, I say.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper. Where should I lie down?
You can sleep in the barn behind the cart, right next to the wood.
Csodálakozol rajtuk? They think they can do whatever they want.
The nerve of them showing their goat faces around here.
Someone should teach them how things... work in these parts.
My thoughts exactly. Like we should be living in fear for our women.
The innkeeper said you wanted some food.
Exactly. We do not want much. Just some bread and something beside. Maybe a bit of sausage.
Human swine. You think you own the place, do you?
Do you have money?
We have, and we pay for everything. On my name, not Voshko.
I spoke to the Cumans. They want some bread and sausage.
Do they have money?
Well, they say they do. They promised to pay for everything.
Well, all right. I'll believe them. The food is in the tavern pantry. But don't you dare take anything else, you hear?
Bashing their faces in will be too good for them.
Look at them human horses. They think they can do whatever they want.
The nerve of them showing their goat faces around here.
Someone should teach them how things work in these parts.
My words exactly. Like we should be living in fear for our women in our own village.
Right. Nobody's taking with that rabble around. Bastards. Someone should kick their asses. Really clip those fuckers' wings.
I hate humans.
Be careful with that scythe.
They think they can do whatever they want.
Showing their goat faces around here.
Someone should teach them how things work in these parts.
My words exactly. Like we should be living in fear for our women in our own village.
Right. Nobody's taking with that rabble around.
I hate humans.
Had enough of this, for fuck's sake! This is our tavern! If we can't settle this the easy way, we'll have to settle it the hard way.
Menjonkinen, enough! Vielot valmi rostoteni.
Bloody assholes. Piss off! Why are you running off to you pricks?
What is your problem?
Your face! It needs reshaping.
Murderers.
Toimenpide!
Ja, fasen!
Nice strike!
Hipp találod!
We're gonna go.
Hipp találod!
Remek csapás!
Nice strike! Oh! Good strike!
Nem fogom vissza magam, és az rossz lesz.
Where are those Cumans?
What? You have the nerve to walk in here and ask like you're stupid. You left me in the shit. If you'd sorted it out, there wouldn't have been any trouble.
Trouble? What exactly happened here?
A brawl, and a big one. Wojtek and a few fellas had an argument with the Cumans, and there was fists flying in every direction. Them Cumans left in a hurry after that.
Who started it?
Does it matter? I didn't see much anyway. Better ask Wojtek.
Where am I? Did I faint?
Oh,
The innkeeper said something went down at the tavern.
I'd sleep better knowing someone made sure they don't come back ever again. Someone like...
Like me?
What an idea! At least you'd show you're worth your salt. After what you pulled last time, your reputation could use a bit of polishing.
All right, then. I'll take care of the Cumans.
Excellent. I don't care what you do with them. Just find their camp and make sure I never see them again. Got it? Seems they came from Samin. Try asking there. Someone must have noticed that rabble. Oh, shit. Bastards. Fuck.
Goodness gracious. Are you all right? Wake up. There you go.
Oh, my head. What the hell happened? Where am I? I hope nothing's missing. Oh. No, I have everything.
You've no business here. You see? It didn't even hurt.
Halt! Search! Show me what you've got on you.
Hang on.
Are you
What's
deaf?
this about?
Show... Search. Got anything stolen? Anything banned? Show me everything.
What's this nonsense? This is not the kind of conduct I expect. Do I look like some mangy thief to you? Ha! People these days. Unbelievable.
Oh, come now. Nothing too bad has happened, has it? You go right ahead, sir. Let's just forget I stopped you, eh? I hope you're not looking for something to steal.
The offer of Hermes Trismegistos. That's Krazel's document.
If you want to be outside after sunset, you need a lit torch. That's the law. What are you doing lurking around without a light? Get a torch, or I'll put you in the stocks. You see, that wasn't so hard, was it now?
I managed to steal that document.
So you've come to brag that you're better than me? Hey, better go to Crazel quick before they catch you and take it back again. I'll see you there when they let me out. Take care. I really am gonna piss myself.
If you have time to tarry, come and sit down and tell us what's new.
Can't say no to that. Good hunting.
Yeah, thanks.
I know a good trophy when I see one. That young boar. And the deer over there. How many summers has that one seen?
That one? Well, I've been after him for 4 years now, lad. Interesting. I wouldn't have guessed you know so much about hunting.
I'm a gamekeeper back home down Sasau way. I used to work for Sir Divish of Talmberg, catching poachers.
I don't know him, but you say along the river Sasso? Woods that way must be thick, huh?
Our woods are lush and thick, to be sure, but they're becoming overrun with pests.
What kind? Not foxes. Pain in the bloody neck, they are.
Yeah, something like that. The ginger fox Sigismund and his cumans. They were plundering the countryside, so I had to give a few of them what for. How are things with the deer around here? Back home, they bleat like mad.
That'll be your woods. The nights are chillier your way. The rutting's weaker here. Not to mention, we have grain fields as far as the eye can see. You know how it is, though.
What about the boar here? Do they cause a lot of damage? We can't get them out of our fields in summer.
God, yeah. I'm between a rock and a hard place. The farmers grumble, but the lords insist on their game for the winter hunts. There's no end to it.
How about passing the time with a bit of shooting? What say you?
You might live to regret that offer, lad. Old I may be, but I'm still a good shot. I can shoot a rabbit square in the eye at 30 paces.
All right. Let's see who's better.
What's it to be? Longbow or crossbow?
Maybe longbow?
All right. I'll get everything ready and find some fellas. But first, you need something to shoot from. Come back when you're ready. Arrows I can give you, but I want to see you carrying a bow. Got it?
The Lord sees you.
Come on, you nag.
Would you happen to have room for me? We're headed the same way.
Hop on, there's plenty of room.
I know well enough what you did here.
Leave me be, you scoundrel! I ain't going to talk to you about anything.
I apologize. I'm really sorry. Let's just forget about it.
Absolutely not. I'm not going to wait around for you to cause more trouble.
I'm sorry. I'll gladly pay for the damages.
I suppose. But I'll be keeping my eye on you.
Hail to you. I'm looking for humans, and I heard they have a camp around these parts. Do you know where it might be?
I don't care about such nonsense. But try asking Lord Samin or Captain Gnarly. They might know something.
Thanks. I'll ask them.
The Lord sees you.
Onions! Strong onions! White, yellow...
Leave me be, you scoundrel! I ain't gonna talk to you about anything.
Let's make up, shall we? Here's some compensation.
I suppose, but I'll be keeping my eye on you.
Show me your wares. Let's talk about the price.
All right. Why not?
Satisfied?
We're nearly there. Just lower your price a bit more. You see, I knew we'd come to an agreement. Thank you, and take care.
Let me be, you scoundrel! I ain't gonna talk to the likes of you.
I apologize. I'm really sorry. Let's just forget about it.
Absolutely not. I'm not gonna wait around for you to cause more trouble.
What can I do? I'll be going then.
That's right. Get out of here, you blackguard!
Leave me alone, you nobody! I ain't gonna talk to the likes of you.
I'm a decent person. I'm sorry for what happened.
No, I don't trust you anymore.
What can I do? I'll be going then.
That's right. Get out of here, you blackguard!
Let me be, you scoundrel. I ain't going to talk to the likes of you.
Look, let's just forget this happened before it gets any worse.
You think I'm afraid of you? Leave me alone.
What can I do? I'll be going then.
That's right. Get out of here, you blackguard.
What are you doing here? You're not allowed.
The Lord sees you.
Let me be, you scoundrel. I ain't gonna talk to the likes of you.
What can I do? I'll be going then.
That's right. Get out of here, you blackguard.
You sold me that magical ointment for 50 groschen. You said it would make me invisible.
You will. You just have to rub it all over and...
Oh, for fuck's sake! Stop!
Somebody, please!
The Lord sees you.
Farewell for now. Safe travels.
Praise the Lord.
Greetings to you, friend.
What do you want, you scoundrel?
The Lord sees you.
I'll be keeping an eye on you. Oh, Christ.
I have that document from the rat house for you.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you.
I took a look at the document. I couldn't really make much of it. Who's this Hermes Trismegistos?
My fifth cousin. We write to each other sometimes.
That doesn't sound very convincing.
Did you find my family tree at the rat house, too? Now show it to me, so I can finally get the knowledge. Good. Good. This will come in handy. Ah, yes. Of course.
What now?
That much? Going to need more. A lot more.
Did you hear me? What now?
Sorry. I got lost in thought. I owe you my thanks as well as reward for getting me the document. And maybe another little job? What do you say?
Don't tell me you've forgotten. I need to get to that wedding in Semin.
Don't worry. Your path is leading that way. Only it'll be a little longer than expected.
You promised you'd get me into that wedding.
I did, but I didn't say when. Besides, things are about to get really interesting. Step by step, we're moving closer to the great revelation.
Enough. I'm sick of listening to your cryptic blabbering. Supposing you first initiate me into the mysteries of your enchanting mill. This isn't any run-of-the-mill business, so to speak. I smell something devilish here.
Devilish? Not at all. It's high learning. Alchemy! And when I say alchemy, I mean real alchemy. Not some hocus-pocus brewing of potions for creaky joints and bellyache.
Tell me more about it, then. Maybe I'll learn something useful.
I wouldn't be so sure. But I've taken you on as an apprentice, so I might as well tell you something. Now, pay close attention. I want to make a golem out of dough. Then, using secret alchemical practices in theurgy, bring him to life.
A golem, you say? Isn't that a kind of pie? What are you going to do with a living pie?
Henry, a golem is a helper brought to life using divine words. A living statue endowed with massive strength. Can be made of clay, wood, stone, basically anything. I'll make one out of flour. Studying the Jewish Kabbals taught me a practice known as Maseh Bereshit. A mystic can use it to imitate the work of God. Just imagine. You know how helpful a golem would be at the mill? Carrying sacks, pulling wagons, standing guard. He wouldn't be much smarter than Zinnik, but he'd have the strength of 10 men.
My word. That sounds incredible. I have to see it.
So far, it's just all in my head. But if you're patient and help me, you'll see soon enough. It's in the interest of the advancement and prosperity of mankind. Just look at the Bible. Moses could command the waters and speak to God through the element of fire. Jesus brought the dead back to life. I've no doubt that if our great holy Mother Church had been around at the time, they'd have crucified Jesus the same as the Pharisees. And all the apostles would have been burned at the stake.
So a golem, you say, made of flour? For the good of mankind?
Exactly!
And what about the good of me? You promised me a reward.
You already know that you can learn the practical application of certain useful skills from me. But for a few groschen, we could discuss the art on a more, let's say, theoretical level.
I'm overwhelmed with gratitude. Supposing you give me a few groschen first, as a reward for bringing you the document, and then I'll decide whether to trade the coin for some learning.
Oh, see now? I completely forgot. Here you go. So you don't go around saying that Miller Crazel is a pinch purse. I added in what I owe for those sacks you carried. And if you want some more work, there's plenty.
What's this next job all about?
I need to find a saltpeter pit.
Never a wasted word, eh, Crazel?
Short and to the point. That's my credo.
And how long will it take before you tell me what a saltpeter pit is?
A saltpeter pit is a pit in which saltpeter is formed.
This has something to do with that alchemy of yours, eh? I don't know much about that stuff.
Nitra is saltpeter. White crystals similar to salt.
And what needs salting here in the mill? Or is it supposed to be some peculiar Crazel wedding gift for a young semi?
Nothing of the sort. The Kabbalistic doctrine speaks of saltpeter as a vessel for the inexhaustible essence of life. Those white crystals are said to contain the very essence of being. That's precisely what we need to give life to our golem. Thanks to the ingredients from Hermes Trismegistos, his feet will never get tired and his fists will have the power to smash rocks. But saltpeter is the most important thing. Saltpeter will be the golem's heart.
So you're serious about this golem? And are you certain it'll work out?
Certainly. Otherwise, I wouldn't even try.
How much saltpeter will it take to bring to life such a big creature?
A lot. That's why I want you to find me a decent saltpeter pit. Do you understand?
I was hoping I'd learn something useful from you. But instead, you're making me wander around the countryside looking for some pit.
Well, you never know when an experience like that might come in handy.
All right, then. I'll look around for that saltpeter pit of yours. I just hope you know where to look, that you can point me in the right direction, and also that you'll get me into that wedding as a reward.
Yes, yes, and yes. Bonnie has a lead. She's a damned handy girl to have around. She can do anything you ask of her. But for you, the most important thing is that she knows how to look for niter, or saltpeter if you prefer.
So this Bonnie is some kind of witch who's in on this golem stuff.
Bonnie is someone I trust without question, and you should too. Not only will she teach you how to find saltpeter, but also how to differentiate it from common salt. The main difference is it has kind of cooling taste.
Hold your horses. You want me to taste that nasty stuff?
If you don't taste it, you could confuse it with some nasty rot. You don't want that.
Damn right.
Don't be such a lily-liver, Henry. If Bonnie can taste saltpeter, so can you. She'll tell you the rest herself. You'll find her in the lair. That's a secret storage space I have here just by the pond. Only my best people can get in.
How can I get to this lair?
There's a bridge over the mill stream towards the southwest. Take the path to the left, just behind it along the pond. From that path, you turn right, uphill, between the rocks, and you'll find yourself right in front of the lair. You can't miss it. Oh, and so I don't forget. You could pick some herbs along the way to see Bonnie. It would make her very happy. She's just been through some tough times. Her dog died, and on top of that, she has to spend time with that blabbermouth, Zinnik. On the other hand, Zinnik might be holding his tongue for a while after his encounter with the Troskowitz stocks.
If Bonnie spends time with Zinnik, she may want some spirits rather than herbs.
Bonnie? Never. Being a decent Christian, she avoids alcohol like the plague. Run along, so you're back as soon as possible.
To the lair. What's new around here?
Nothing much, lad. At least I haven't heard about anything.
You seem like a reasonably educated man, Crazel.
Where are you going with this?
Well, I reckon you know some interesting and useful things. If you share them with me, it'll make it easier to endure all that bullshit you spew.
I'm glad you know what you're getting yourself into. Are you interested in the theory of light, kinetics, or vacuums?
That's a bit too fast for me. What I need is the basics.
I have no time for the basics.
Well, I'll be happy to give you some groschen for your troubles.
All right. But don't forget, this will take some time. Throw in a few coins and I'll teach you whatever you want.
For instance, I'd like to know how to pry open a lock properly. Or how to go through someone's purse without being noticed.
I see. The combination of restraint and the mechanics of general acquisition of property. That seems doable. Let's get to work.